Going through question number 3. Interpret the information displayed in the cockpit that involve the system. Display in cockpit. Traffic is monitored within the surrounding airspace is present on display so that the pilot can observe the relative position, relative altitude, and vertical trend of the airplanes. The information is displayed on additional instrument or combination instead of classical flight instrument. So, mostly used installation by VSI and TRA that we will going to explain on the next slide. So, these boards will integrate on TCAS display instead of a conventional VSI. So, what it is? VSI, vertical speed indicator, also known as a rate of climb and descent indicator RCDI, is an instrument which indicates the rate of climb and descent of an aircraft. So, this is usually using by aircraft fighter static system to determine the vertical speed and depicts the result of a conventional needle and circular scale instrument or a ribbon at the side of an electronic flight instrument system EADI. So these are the four main components of the VSI indicator. First is static pressure port, static line, calibrated lead, and diaphragm. So as you can see here, these are the picture of the VSI with integrated TCAS. So it provides traffic advisory TA information that would advise flight crew of a potential traffic hazard as an aid to visualize occurring the target and avoiding it, show the rank and bearing of the aircraft, if giving the alarm to the flight crew. So as you can see in the picture there is a display range, target symbol, vertical trend arrow, relative altitude, and many more others. So it also can escape a maneuver recommendation, resolution adversarial RA in a vertical plane only. But this system also has the same capability to maneuver guidance in the horizontal plane also. And this is the indication on VSI of the most important TCAS adversaries. As you can see, there's a properties of the aircraft is descent, climb, adjust vertical speed, and increase climb. You see the needle is the same on descent and climb, but it's totally different if you look carefully about the rate growth. This is green and red line. So this also for your notes. TCAS is not connected to the autopilot and remain independent of them. Therefore, it continues to function in the event of the failure of either of these systems. This also relies on other aircraft transponder to indicate their presence, so aircraft not equipped with the system will appear transparent. If target respond with mode A only, it assumes that they are at the same flight level as the interrogator and only a traffic advisory generate. Next is on aircraft equipped with electronic flight instrument system EFIS. This to-be indication can be displayed on the primary flight display and navigation display. The TCAS display can detect the capability is limited to intruder flying within 30 nm horizontally and 9,900 vertically. The navigation display also will display the TCAS intruder information provided by TARA mode selected on transponder. Example of the message is the TA intruder will be associated with a traffic oral message, and RA intruder will be associated with vertical command display on the PFD and also oral message. Lastly, these are the position TCAS in the cockpit of the tragedy incident. by B757-200 and TU154M. As you can see on the left, on the red circle, and the right side on the yellow square. So that's all for me.
Moving now to the causes of that accident. First of all, the interrogation of ACAS. DCAS into the aviation system was inefficient and did not correspond in all points with the system philosophy. Second, management and quality assurance of the Air Navigation Service Company did not ensure that during the night all open workstations were continuously staffed by controllers. Third, management and quality assurance of the Air Navigation Service Company had accepted for years that during times of low traffic flow at night, only one controller worked and the other retreated to rest. Now moving on to recommendation and safety recommendation to prevent these accidents in the future. First, the FOCA should ensure that the air traffic controllers are imparted with the intel and recurrent training covering the theoretical and practical simulated emergency producers, particularly covering the following aspects. First, recognition of potential air traffic conflict and maintenance of aircraft separation in accordance with the international standards. Second, a quick reestablishment of the minimum separation and even of having fallen below it. Third, the use of abbreviation phraseology with an imperative of achieving maximum effect within minimum possible time radio transmission. The Federal Office of Civil Aviation (FOCA) should ensure also that the Air Traffic Control Service provided issues and implements producers to undertake maintenance work on the ATS system, stipulating operation effects and available redundancies. The producer shall include the following aspects. First, stipulating the detailed responsibilities of the operation division and the technical division. Second, personal reserve planning of the operation staff for maintenance work on the ATS system. Third, timely dismission of producer to the controllers in order to prepare them to deal with the situation. Fourth, establish and implement the checklist for the maintenance as well operation staff and maintenance work on the ATS system undertaken in chain and safety. ACAO should ensure that rules and procedures regarding ACS are uniform, clear, and ambiguous. Compliance should be ensured in the ACIO Annex 2.6, the paths and the guidance material. Second, in the event of an AS resolution advisory RA to alter the flight path, pilots shall do the next. Respond immediately and maneuver as inducted unless doing so would jeopardize the safety of the airplane. Second, never maneuver in opposite sense to an RA, nor maintain a vertical rate in the opposite sense of an RA. Now moving out to the conclusion. As a conclusion, appendix to the final report, which includes a reconstruction of the flight path according to the radar data extracts from CDR and FDR recordings, a copy of recommendation related to the ATS single manning as reached. That was the end of our presentation. I hope you like it and thank you so much for watching.